Here I've got some extra interference questions for those who are interested. The PDF version will be on the Google Classroom, and I would like you to try the questions before you watch me do the questions, and then watch me, and then I think that's the best way for you to learn. So pause the video, try the first question, and then watch as I move forward. Okay, so for me, I'm going to start off by marking points that I like. All right, and I'll mark these in pink. No, let's do green. Let's get color. Okay, so this point here is significant because it's the beginning of the interference. Well, it's not even interference, it's the beginning of a wave. This point here is significant because this is the beginning of interference. This is where there are two waves. So until then, it's just the green line. And so for me, I'll do shapes here. It'll change this weight to 6. So I know, whoa, that's way too thick. It's green. Let's go. Perfect. I know that. I know that it's going to be green up till there. Now, this continues going straight, and this goes straight from here. Okay, so together, if this is the equilibrium line down here, together at this point, this is at 0 and this is at -1, so the wave has to be at -1. And so it is. It's perfect. And so this is where it begins. And then the blue wave starts going up while the red wave continues going down. And this is the next significant point. Okay, here and here. This is -2. All right, -2. And this is 1, 2, 3. This is at +3. And so if I put those together, I get +1. Right? So I should be right there. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line. They're both straight, so this is going to be a straight line from there to there. That's what the superposition of the wave is going to look like. And this totally makes sense. If you look at this point right here, there's an equal amount down as up. Look at that. We just crushed it, right? This makes sense. That this part is exactly canceling this part right there. At this point, this is slightly higher than this one, right? So this is deeper than this is high up until here, and then blue catches up and passes it, okay? And now blue continues straight. So I'm going to draw the next point. Where's the next significant point? This starts moving up, okay? So the deficit gets less. And until this point here, so this is the next significant point here, here and here. This is still at +3, right? And this red one is down at -1, so it should end up at a difference in between is 2. You add 3 to -1 and you get 2. And so now we're going to have a straight line from here till there. This goes straight, and so the next significant point that I care about is right here. This went straight. And so here, blue is at 0, red is at -1. So that's the point where it's going to end up being. And so it's got to be here because 0 plus -1 is -1. That's where the wave's going to end up. And then the wave's just going to continue on because blue is done. And so that's what we're going to see. Just like that. This is the superposition of the wave for question 1. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm marking significant points, finding the difference at those points, and then connecting the dots. Pause and try question 2. I'll start right away. Okay, I'm going to mark my significant points. There, that's a big one. All right, here's another big one, right here. And where is the wave going to be? 0 and 1 is 1. Okay, and so I'll connect the dots later. Next significant point, this goes straight, stops there, and this is here. This is positive, constructive interference, okay? Red at this line here has a height of 2, blue has a height of 3, and so the sum of them is 5, so this is 5, so we got a dot there. They're helping each other grow faster. Okay, next significant point would be this one. Oof, this is not pretty. Thought I made these pretty values, but I didn't. Okay, so this point here, we've got to be, this is just under half higher than blue, right? Because this is half adding on to 3. 3 and just under a half, so it should be about there. And then this point here, we need to reconnect with the blue. My voice is going. And then we continue on with blue, and blue ends there. Okay, so I'm taking all these points. Here I did blue is 3, red was just under a half, so I did 3 and just a bit under a half. Here red was 0 and blue was less significant, so I plot that point there. Here red was 2, blue was 3, so we got 5. So I'm just picking convenient points to put dots and then reasoning about the line. Okay, the line there is just going to be straight, connect the dots. These are all straight lines, and I think all my practice questions are straight lines because I don't think I'm going to give you curved lines because you can show your understanding with straight lines better than with curved lines. And so you just connect the dots, then you're done. Sweet. All right, try the next question. Pause the video, try it out. Okay, my significant points are here. Okay, and then red goes, there's no blue yet, so I just follow red. That's a significant point. Then it goes here. All right, here it's still on red. I know it's not significant for red, but there's a change in blue. So any change, that's where there's a significant point. All right, now blue starts going up, red continues straight on. And so here we've got a red value of 2 above the equilibrium line and a blue value of 3, so we're up at 5 again there. Then we go straight. Here's another inner corner, and so we're still at the same spot. We're red 2, blue 3, so we're at 5. And then blue drops down to 0. 0 plus 2 is 2, so we're right here back on red, and then 0 and 0 there. And now I just grab my shapes and I connect the dots. Back there, straight line up, and then it was straight across. They both didn't move. They remained at 5. So any point we added up, this point we could do red is 2, blue is 3, total 5. Oh yeah, we're good. Okay, blue goes down. So we're following blue there, and then red goes down. There it is. That's the wave. That's the superposition of the wave at that point. Okay, pause the video, try the next one. Okay, the significant points here. Red starts, goes straight down. Impossible. That's okay. Next significant point is where blue starts. So I'm going to put a dot there. Blue is 0 plus minus 2 is minus 2. And then we get here. At this is the next significant point. Red is continuing on straight. So we've got red is minus 2. And at this point, blue is minus 2. So the sum of them is 0. Okay. The next intersection, well, blue keeps going straight, but red has a corner here. And so at this point, red is minus 2 and blue is plus 1. So we should be at minus 1. Right? Minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1. Crazy numbers. And then the next significant point, now red goes straight, blue goes straight until 0. They meet there, and then we're done. And so we did all the significant points, so we connect the dots. We go straight down, across, up, connect there, and back till this. Now, does this make sense? Here we're at minus or plus a half and minus 1, and our sum of them, 1 minus a half, would be there. Like every point makes sense when we do it this way. Every single point makes sense. So very cool. Hopefully you're starting to get this. Pause the video, try this one. Okay, red starts there, goes there. Okay, this is not significant until here. This is where blue starts. And this is where it starts, and then it jumps up 1 whole cell. So we got to go 1 up from there. Okay, this is blue jumping up. This is where it starts, then it jumps up. Okay, so we know we're going to have a straight line down there. But I'll do that with the line later. All right, so anytime we have a straight line, we need a straight line on the superposition as well. Okay, and then, unless there's 2 identical straight lines canceling out, don't worry about that. Next significant point would be right here. Right, they're both straight, so it's going to be a straight line until this point. This is minus 1, and this is plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our sum of those, minus 1 and plus 5, would be 4. So the line is going to go till there. Okay, and then our next point would be here, which is identical to the one across. So we're going to get something like this, and then down till there, because this jumped up from the red, and then it's just red continuing on until the end, because blue is done, so we just follow the red wave. And so we do our shapes, do a line from here till there till there, and then we go up And then we go down till this dot, back up to this dot. Be careful here. Okay, these straight lines are the tricky parts. And we follow the red wave till the end. Okay, pretty cool. We got to be careful that we're following the logic of it. We went here and then we jumped up, right? We're following red and then we jumped up, because it'd be tempting to just do a line here and jump down and across, but that doesn't work. We can't do that. We'll do that in red. What would be bad? It'd be tempting to just see the dots that go like this and down and then go across like this, but that's not at all what we see. There's no interference here, so that point would be wrong, right? This line here wouldn't make any sense. So this is absolutely correct. Good. Pause the video. Try the last one here. Oh no, this is the same thing. Forgot to modify the last question. Oh, that sucks. Okay, well, we did 5 questions. Hopefully that was helpful. If you don't get this one, you're really not following at all, because it's the same as that one. Okay. Do not, on the PDF, I'll change this. So you're going to notice on your page that this is different. Yeah. Hopefully you do it right. That's all. Okay. Have a good one.